I mean, the first 9 games of the season, they got a bye week in week 10. You take a look at their schedule, and it's totally insane. Like they could have, and then you see the back end of their schedule, and it's just like, if they hit the back end of their schedule, and we're assuming that this team is the teams that they're playing are similar to last year's effectiveness, the Jets, if the Jets can hit that stretch 5-4, they'll have a shot.
Are we doing the Jets?
I'm not going to do the
now?
Jets just yet. No, I'm not doing it just yet. I want to talk to David first anyway. Okay. But you look at their first 4 games are all against the AFC North, meaning they're going to play the defending AFC champs. And the first game out is against Baltimore. And all you need to know is Deshaun Watson going to be playing in week 2 for the Cleveland Browns?
Definitely.
The answer is they're playing the Jets. So they'll probably maybe come down with the suspension in week 3. That's the way it goes. If it's the Patriots, then he's definitely not playing.
Right.
Put it back up again, Mike. And then once they're done with that, they take on Miami, who's New England's first opponent.
By the way, that's a tough start.
At Green Bay, and then their one game against the AFC West. Their one game against the AFC West is they're taking on last year's last place winner, because they finished last in the AFC East.
Just happened to get Russell.
Just happens to be at Russell Wilson. Okay. Then they're home for New England the day before Halloween, and then home for Buffalo, and then they got the bye week. After which they take on New England again, and that's when the schedule begins to soften a bit. Chicago, they got to go at Minnesota, at Buffalo, home for Detroit, home for Jacksonville, at Seattle, and then at Miami. So if the Jets hit that week 11, if they go 5-4 in those first 9 games against that tough stretch.
It's a tough stretch.
It's possible. But they're going to have to win a bunch of games that a young roster will have to, above their years, gel fast in order to do. So Sauce Gardner will be in the back end.
Oh, I don't know. Will he?
Oh, yes, he will. I know. They're saying he's got to compete for the job.
He's got to earn it.
I know. But this is a kid who
let the sauce heat up.
Well, this is the kid who we heard from, Luke Fickell and Marcus Freeman, right? His former head coach and former position coach at Cincinnati. Didn't we hear from them both saying that they're like, I'm not calling you Sauce. You're not ready to start.
Right.
And then, as Freeman said, he grabbed that pick against Central Florida in a game that he was forced into playing, and he said, I'll call you Sauce now.
Right.
And then Luke Fickell said, they thought he was too green to get in, and he played that game, and he made that play, and he looked at his assistants going, okay, I get it now. But still wouldn't call him Sauce until he got drafted. But that's why you get guys like him and Garrett Wilson, where they come in and they're like, I don't know about last year, and I don't know about the history of this team, and I don't know about the same old Jets. But I'm going to turn this program around. But, man, it is of course, just the Jets' luck that it's the year that the AFC gets the toughest it's been maybe ever. Maybe ever. I just said those words, maybe ever.
I think you're right.
Because we're in this day and age, where, okay, Brady and Peyton Manning are going to finally leave their posts in the AFC, and then, it's a wide open because no one's going to be able to play quarterback at such a high level like those guys. And then there's Mahomes and Allen, and then there's Joe Burrow and Lamar, and there's Deshaun Watson, and there's Russell Wilson and Herbert, and Derek Carr,
Davis Mills,
and Matt Ryan.
Trevor Lawrence.
Come on, man. It's crazy. But we'll talk to David Carr about this subject and more coming up.
Okay, I was looking at this earlier. So, the turnover for the playoffs, is about 50%. So if the Jets make it, who's most likely to miss it?
Well, I think the Raiders are winning the division, which is a hot take, to say the least.
It's spicy.
Right. Yeah. And so who would not make it? So last year it was the Patriots.
Yeah, last year's the Patriots.
Maybe I'll choose them.
Yeah, I think, based on kind of what Tom said, it'd be trending.
He just said it's possible the Jets and the Dolphins could pass
trending that way. I mean, it's Steelers, Patriots.
Yeah, maybe Steelers around.
Maybe the Bengals don't make it. I don't know. Titans.
Oh, dude. No. I am so not here for that Bengals taking a step back.
Super
thing.
Bowl loser
I get it,
always
man.
struggles the year after.
Is the town where Mo Green has no plaque or signpost still giving you insanely
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second.
yummy rat poison odds? Speaking of which, Nick Saban spoke yesterday at the SEC coaches gathering. We're going to get that for you coming up in the next hour, right off the bat. I don't get it. I don't get it. The Bengals.
Yeah, we're still getting juicy Bengals odds. 20-1, 22-1.
That's insane.
The Browns have better odds.
That's so stupid.
Cowboys.
Let me tell you something. Whoever sits there and makes this stuff up looks at the Bengals and what they looked like last year and that quarterback showing you he is special. That is a unicorn in stripes, man. That is a unicorn. And then
They got a lot of bounces. They got a lot of breaks.
and then their biggest issue is the offensive line, and they hit the crap out of it, like Hans Gruber hitting it again in free agency. And then you look at the Browns, and you don't even know if their prize quarterback acquisition is going to be available to them yet. And then what else did they do last year except fold when Baker Mayfield was doing what he could do and succeeding before he got hurt? Defensively, they folded. And then Mayfield was up and down in his own right. And you have no idea if the quarterback's going to be there and what the hell they're doing with the quarterback. Right now, as of right now, you're going to give that team better odds than the Bengals? You're out of your mind. Thank God I don't gamble. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.